What if one love affair almost collapsed the greatest empire the world had ever known? This isn't fiction, this is history. A queen who ruled with intelligence and seduction. A general who commanded half the Roman world. And a romance so powerful, it triggered a war that reshaped civilization. This is the true story of Cleopatra and Mark Antony, the queen of power. Cleopatra VII was not just beautiful, she was dangerous. Born into Egypt's Ptolemaic dynasty, Cleopatra spoke 9 languages, understood politics better than most kings, and knew that power was not taken by force alone, it was engineered. Rome controlled the Mediterranean. Egypt controlled wealth. Cleopatra needed Rome. Rome needed Egypt. And that's when Mark Antony entered her story. Rome's most powerful man. Mark Antony was no ordinary soldier. He was Julius Caesar's right-hand man, a war hero, a ruler of Rome's eastern territories. After Caesar's assassination, Rome split into 3 rulers. Antony controlled the east where Egypt stood. Their meeting wasn't romantic at first, it was strategic. But history changed the moment Cleopatra sailed into Antony's harbor, on a golden barge dressed as a goddess. This was no coincidence, it was calculated power. Love becomes a weapon. Antony fell, not just in love, but into Cleopatra's world. Together they formed an alliance that terrified Rome. They lived lavishly in Alexandria, presenting themselves as divine rulers. Cleopatra gave Antony what Rome couldn't: wealth, loyalty, and devotion. Antony gave Cleopatra armies, protection, and political legitimacy. But Rome was watching, and Rome doesn't forgive weakness. Betrayal of an empire. Antony was already married to Octavia, sister of Octavian, the future Emperor Augustus. When Antony publicly chose Cleopatra over Rome, it wasn't just personal. It was treason. Octavian declared war, not on Antony, but on Cleopatra, because destroying the queen meant destroying the man who loved her. The final battle came at sea, the Battle of Actium, and history took its darkest turn: the fall. As ships burned and soldiers fled, Antony believed Cleopatra had abandoned him. Broken and defeated, he chose death. But the story didn't end there. Cleopatra, refusing to be paraded as a Roman trophy, made her final choice, ending her life on her own terms. With her death, Egypt fell, Rome rose, and Augustus became the first Roman emperor. One love affair ended a dynasty and created an empire. Legacy: Cleopatra and Antony lost everything, but they achieved immortality. Their story is remembered not because they ruled, but because they dared to love while ruling the world. History doesn't remember safe choices. It remembers dangerous passion. History isn't just dates and battles. It's desire, ambition, and the human heart. This was history's echo. If the past still speaks to you, listen closely.